Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Bayonetta 2 walkthrough. It's time for Chapter 11, Inferno and its Ruler. Now before we go immediately into the chapter, we are going to cash in our Mathouse Passion Angelic Hymns Gold LP, and get Salamandra, and that is going to give us the setup that we are going to use for pretty much the rest of the game. Because it's an excellent way of getting good combo points, and also kind of once you've kind of got the timings down, it's really helpful in general. But yes, this is going to be a very exciting part because it's a boss chapter, and those were always cool.
Working overtime to knock this one into shape. Off you go.
So there we go, we've got our chainsaws. We've also unlocked the ability to get the platinum ticket, which is the single most expensive item in the game. Will we be covering what it does? Well, hopefully, but we certainly won't be doing that in the main portion of the walkthrough. That will be left until the extras. Because it's like something like 999,999,999 halos. It costs a ridiculous amount, and it is one of, if not the hardest challenge in the entire game. Because basically, there are 2 or 3 challenges that I'd say are the hardest possible option in the game. One is the platinum ticket. One is completing all of the witch trials, which you unlock after completing the game, and also completing, well, just beating in general some of the verses on Climax at their fullest kind of difficulty. However, considering that doesn't unlock you anything other than halos, there's only kind of 2 real challenges that you need to do if you want to complete everything.
I came to pick up a friend. It's almost her curfew.
Tilgav rivs Admach, and Gefa, Zax Katsp, Old Und Uklin. Babylon Apakna Niso, Nene Banglasti Founds Nunkf, Prinsar. Nunk Vipuran Galvan, Hures Tlasad P.
Are you still going to forgive me my trespasses now? What are you going to do without your precious palace?
Zakar Nunkf, his Umbra Coronzont. Kassam Nunkf, Baboan Eran Madama Butterfly. Nikma Hai, Las Madama Butterfly. Matba Katzba, Zordo Unf, Zornzava Unzan.
Good thing the 3 of us girls enjoy a good catfight.
Madama Butterfly, Ol Cosp, Nunk, Korsai Oz, Nunk, Ol Tong, Ol Baskin, Komala.
I don't know what you did to piss her off, but whatever it was, nice.
And so we begin our fight against Alroon, who is arguably one of the most difficult enemies in the game, because she's scarily quick, does lots of combos, and is just ridiculously aggressive. Now, Alrune is voiced by Tara Platt, who is most famous for being Tamari in Naruto, Reina in Rave Master, also Noir in Tales of the Abyss, Mitsuru Kirijo in Persona 3, as well as various other roles. She's also married to Yuri Lowenthal, so there's a nice little marriage stuff going on in Bayonetta 2. And then I should probably bring up that Alrune's actually very interesting, because I think what people expected to happen was that we were going to end up facing Madama Styx, which is the demon that Jeanne's pact is made with. Because I think what people thought was that when witches died, their souls went to that demon, but apparently that is not the case, because Jeanne's soul ended up with Alrune here, who is most definitely not Madama Styx. Now, I believe, and I think it's kind of the main assumption, is that Alrune is most likely a reference to a German novel from Hans Heinz Ewers, which is called Alrune. Basically, that's the name of the main female character. And basically, it's about a woman who is a product of an experiment involving the artificial insemination of a prostitute with the semen from a hung murderer, a substance which is believed to grow the mandragora plant, which means it's said to scream when uprooted, killing anyone who hears it, and was mainly used by witches and stuff in the Middle Ages. And obviously it has an appearance here as a compounding concoction thing, and it's further enforced by the fact of all the flower and vine motifs, as well as the demons, well, basically the whole demon design. And yeah, she's creepy and difficult. And also has two phases of music, which is quite cool, because you had Alrune, Whisper of Dementia, and now we have, or going into Alrune, Whisper of Insanity. And right there is Jeanne.
Then it's going to be a bloody coronation. Now, release my Umbran sister.
And so we begin the second phase of the fight, which is arguably a lot easier than the first phase, because she's a lot slower, and just, even though she's huge and sometimes difficult to read, it is a lot more manageable because of being so much slower. Now, the tactic that I'm using is arguably the easiest way of getting high combos in battle. Because basically the tactic is use Undini until you have frozen your opponent, by which point you have hopefully built up enough of a magic meter to go into Umbran Climax, and then use Salamandra, which then kind of just causes absolute massive damage. And after a certain while, you will get to be able to do this and start ripping out the shield that is preventing us from getting to Jeanne. It's a really cool fight, I have to say. It's excellent. It's just really difficult. Trying to get a platinum on this was quite the challenge, because I fail miserably at these bosses, because, I don't know, I think because they are so quick, and I guess my reactions aren't quite as on point as they probably could be, but still. So, if anything, the only slightly disappointing thing is that, once again, this fight is over so quickly. But then again, considering its level of challenge, I'm quite grateful that it is over so quickly, because I think I would probably just die of stress of trying to get any higher on this at all. The one majorly annoying thing, however, is that, once again, we don't get to exult in our victory over this demon. Because... Hello, Rodan.
I thought I told you to chill.
Hey,
You got more
could you stop doing this game, please?
with this monstrosity.
It's disappointing me. Having said that, I do love this cutscene because it shows wonderful things with Bayonetta's character.
Jeanne, get up. You're going to be late. Jeanne, it's time. Get up. Please, Jeanne! Wake up! Jeanne!
Cereza.
What do you need? A wake-up kiss or something? You never were much of a morning person, were you?
This is... Cereza. You came here to rescue me? Are you insane?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's go.
What's happening?
You need to get back to your body and get some rest too.
Be careful, Cereza. Something big is going to happen to our world.
I know. Just go home. And no stopping or turning around along the way.
I thought I'd fucked up my business. Gotta hand it to you. This is quality. The perfect palette for an artiste. Now, time to do my dirty.
So that's how that works. Well, not very romantic.
Got a nice glow about it, don't you think? As for its power, well, you don't need me to explain the finer points of fucking shit up, do you?
Little one!
Got them all lined up waiting to be saved, huh? Don't forget about your new toy.
And so, as we ride off to rescue Loki, Chapter 11 is complete. And we get a new toy! Which is some wonderful whips, which are a lot better than Cultradra from the first game. Like, my god. so much better. Because it's Alruna. But I'll go more into that, and also more stuff in Chapter 12.